What's up, people? This is Red Brick Bob coming at ya. We're just seeing if this is coming in. I'm using OBS, so we're seeing if this is coming streaming yet. So it looks like we're live, folks. So today, well, rather this evening, I'm presenting a meltologist perspective, drawing directly from the work of a channel called Shawnee B, a researcher with over 8,000 documented videos and more than 4,000 subscribers, all focused on exposing something most people were never meant to question: our true past in America, across the world, and across the world. What Shawnee B has assembled is not speculation or fantasy. It is a vast visual archive that repeatedly shows patterns, anomalies, and physical evidence that contradict the accepted historical narrative. These videos point to a suppressed reality, one in which large portions of our built environment appear to have undergone extreme heat transformation, leaving behind what we now mislabel as natural stone, blocks, pebbles, and ash. This is where meltology comes in. Meltology is the study of high heat destruction and transformation of former civilizations, structures, and materials, particularly red brick architecture, on a scale that mainstream history refuses to acknowledge. Meltologists observed that red bricks did not simply erode over time, but instead show signs of vitrification, slag formation, warping, bubbling, and ash residue consistent with intense thermal events. In short, red brick did not disappear, it transformed. Mountains that resemble collapsed structures, stone blocks that carry brick-like geometry, gravel fields that appear processed rather than natural, and red brick ash embedded across the landscapes all point to a catastrophic event, or series of events, that reset civilization and erased knowledge of what came before. My hope is that anyone watching what I'm about to present live will not only reflect on it, but share it, discuss it, and describe to Shawnee B's channel, and subscribe rather to Shawnee B's channel, because this information deserves far more attention than it receives. If even a fraction of people try to examine this evidence with open minds, we could awaken hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people, and finally bring meltology to the forefront of the academic and scientific world. We are living in what many call the Great Revealing, a time when suppressed truths are surfacing despite resistance. Meltology belongs in serious discussion, not dismal, because it relies on physical evidence, repeated patterns, and direct observation. So, I ask only this: open your mind, suspend what you think you know. Let's watch this 55-minute presentation where Shawnee B lays out empirical evidence showing how red brick has transformed into blocks, stones, pebbles, and red brick ash right in front of your eyes. I stand in full support of all meltologists who are courageously trying to bring this message to others. This work matters, the truth matters, and history is not finished being written. So, with no further ado, let's get started here. Let's make sure we're coming in here loud and clear. Um, okay, it's coming in loud and clear, folks. So I see it on the screen. So, what we got going here, we're going to open up our OBS. We're going to close that out. Here we are, folks, um, in this realm. They tell you we're spinning, but they're spinning you and I. So that's another topic altogether. So let's take a look at Shawnee B. What's up? Anybody out there? We ain't got nobody in the chat yet, but that's okay. We are going to proceed. Here we go. We're going to take a look at Shawnee B. We're going to close this video capture. We're going to close this picture. And we're going to close this here. Meltology, the screen cover. And Meltology. And here's a very diligent meltologist, him and his wife and his dog. Hangs out with a bunch of great red brick souls out on the East Coast, and he's known all over this realm by many meltologists from all over this place. And so here we go. I haven't watched this video, so I'm just as anxious to see it as y'all. So we'll close that for a minute, and it's called Absolute Proof that Red Bricks Turn Stone. So here we go. We're going to open this up here. Make sure she's coming in right.
This place is gated off for the season, I guess. I'm gonna get what I can. I'm gonna get what I can in here. Looks like a lock system down in there. Look at these walls. We're gonna keep going a little bit. Look at all the massive rock just kicking around. Okay. That's like an old lock system down in there. Pipe sticking out. Like I've seen these just sitting here. Must have been part of it. So you can definitely tell there was some massive destruction going on around here. Something happened here. You can see the wall right here. Hold on. What's that doing there? Here we go, guys. By the way, this is Holyoke, Massachusetts. This is our second run here. And I think it's going to take more than two runs at this place to really see it. This is like some big lock or something. Let's see where it goes. Never been here before. Just so you know, they look like rocks, right? I'm pretty sure we're looking at red bricks here. So I'm gonna walk all the way up there and then walk out of here. And look at the trees growing on it. The trees are just growing off of it. Look at the texture of this stuff. And the color. It's all the way down there. This is where I started off, at that pipe right there. This place is crazy. I'll say it in the words of the Wild Army UK. This is bonkers in here. Completely bonkers. So I'm gonna get out of here. This is some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen right here. And look, it looks like bedrock. But look at this, I'm gonna show you right here. What's that right there? That's a red brick. So I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna make my way back to the car and probably start heading back towards home because we're about an hour out. But this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Look at the texture of this here. Look at it. All bricks all blocked out. And it is Red Brick Saturday. And this wall is, I'd have to say 30 feet, maybe higher. And come to where I started, where it goes from janky rock blocks to red bricks. All red bricks. Okay guys, I'm on the edge of one of these small little canal systems. Just wanted to show you this wall over here. Runs all the way up. And right under one of these bridges. And look at the stuff I'm walking on. Alright guys, whew. Sorry I'm out of breath. I just found my way across this river. I had to, here, let me show you. Ah, that was crazy. See that little spot right there? It's almost like a little dam spot. I just crossed over those rocks. Feet. This is the wall I was looking at. But I seen this over here. I wanted to come get a close look at it. I'm glad I did. Let's look at what we got going on here. Oh, sorry. This is bad footing. Look at this. Why is it all brick? The whole tunnel's brick. Sorry guys, I'm super out of breath after that one. This wall is just crazy. You see the damage. You see, this used to be all bricks. Let's see if we can get a closer look in this thing. It's all brick. All old, destroyed brick. I think I have a flashlight today. I can only get in just a little bit, but let's get in here. Alright. I see a pipe right there at the end of it. It's all old brick. Oh, let's get out of here. That's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Crazy. Here it is from up above. Yeah. So we got the water coming in from underneath the street right here. But look, if you zoom in right here, what's going on here? Like the tops of tunnels. Just flowing this way, right to that building, right underneath, I think. What are we seeing over here? Patches of brick all over the wall. The water's going right underneath me, right where I'm standing. It runs right through here. So there's a tunnel that goes under this road right through to this place. And we were just over there. And we got some more gears. Used to be part of this canal system right here. Yeah, we got gears, messed up blocks. Things all melted and messed up. Pretty messed up in there. Alright, we got the City Hall. And I was just looking at these places across the canal. I was just over there looking at all these places. I seen this from across the road, so I'm gonna take a walk down this wall right here. So, well, let me back up. So to me, looks like what? Rocks. Really interesting looking rocks, right? Really interesting looking rock wall. What do we got going on now? I mean, look at this stuff. Look at it. We'll keep going. I really don't think anybody patched that. I think what we're looking at here is an old brick wall, and something happened to it, and this is just what survived. Look, it goes all the way down. I'm going to follow it all the way down, see what we can find in this wall. And even the rocks, you can see the damage to them. Don't think we're looking at patchwork here. Just all survival. This is one of the craziest walls I've ever seen. Even the stone is very distinct looking, has a very unique look to it. And definitely looks burnt. Look at this stuff. Look at it right here. Look at the texture of that. You can still see the brick lines in it. Just little patches. Little patches. Not a patch job, patch is a survival. This used to be a brick wall. This was a big, giant brick wall right here. And we find this stuff everywhere. We find it all over the place. So I'd have to say, just some survival. Old world. This used to be part of the old world system. We're right on the canal, so definitely part of this canal system. All the gears, all the turbines. All the survival. Just survival, guys. So that's a pretty cool spot right here. So I'm actually down on the canal now. Like, this is right under the bridge. You've got all these pipes coming out. Crazy pipes. Got bricks everywhere. I'm right on the edge. everywhere, guys, and they look toasty. This one, having that. There's the water. Got bricks right on the water's edge. So we're looking at old brick structure. It turned into rock. It's pretty obvious when you see what we see. There's some gears from the top side. There's another set right here. And there's a canal we were just looking at. That wall I was looking at with all the survival. It's right up in there. The second tier. Let's kind of see the bricks from here. But I think we're gonna move, guys. I think we're gonna keep going. But there was definitely some sort of system right here.
Right energy, power.
Look at this dam. We were on the other side earlier. I'm just gonna come down here. I know I'm already kind of passing of the truss, but I want to get a closer look at this. Check it out, guys. See a lot of coming off down here. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna start moving out of town. Actually, that side of the dam is Holyoke. We just crossed that bridge right there. Pretty sure we're in South Hadley right now. Sorry, guys. Oh, what's that? What is all that stuff? That looks like all red brick. It's all red brick right in there. It's all... right here. All red brick. Just all meltified. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out before I get kicked out. Let's see if I can get this right up here on this wall. What are those doing there? It's funny. Yep, all on the outer edge of this dam that we're looking at right here. We're just looking at this wall. I can see that pipe right here is filled with bricks. Let's see if I get it. Right there. Filled with bricks. Even though we're on the rock wall. Alright, guys, I don't know how this came out today. I hope it was alright. I was testing out a new phone, new camera. So you can see like the mortar lines on them blocks. Alright, guys, have a good one. I just can't stop finding stuff, so we're on the dam. There's a little canal coming through here. I've seen something over here I want to show you real quick before we go. This is a gold mine, this place. Gold mine. What's going on right here? What is going on right here? It's coming out of the side of the hill. Been eaten by the trees. Yep, it's coming out of the side of the hill. Right along the edge. Just walking along this wall right here. I mean, this hillside. This is where I just found that stack of bricks. The trees growing on the blocks. Yeah. Some part of some big massive structure. Steel. In the Pebble Creek. Steel in the Pebble Creek. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I know I said it a few times. I hate it when I say it and I just keep saying it. But I keep finding stuff, man. Just keep finding more and more. So, alright guys. Hope this was decent today. Not quite sure how it came out, because like I said, I'm working with new camera and phone. Look at that though, guys. This is on the inside of that wall. Huh? How did that all get in there? Thought this was a rock wall. There's a pipe right there. Bricks all stacked until it turns into stone. Bricks all stacked until it turns into stone. Alright, have a good one. There's the falls I was just at. Just walking along this hillside right here. Right at the end of the hill. Here we go. Right at the end of the hill. This whole hillside, just a brick. Just brick. Alright guys, have a good one. Okay guys, we took a ride into Clinton, Massachusetts. You can see the old brick tower in the background. And I'm gonna walk you guys along this wall here, and we'll see what we can find. See what we can find. I think you guys probably know, but somebody's got some explaining to do. For sure. Somebody's got some explaining to do. Alright, let's get some more up here. But what we're really going to do is we're going to walk down this wall right here. And I see some interesting stuff just right off the start. Alright, here we go. Right off the bat, I can see that there are steel plates or some sort of steel lining these squares that all these survival bricks are in. Like even this one, let's see if I can get a close-up on it. You can even see the grooves in the steel on that one. It's kind of weird. And I definitely theorized that the steel has a lot to do with the survival of bricks. And it's a common theme, what I see, where I go. When I see stuff like this, there's always that old steel present.
Is this brick?
Sure is.
I just took it out that hole right there.
Yeah, it's a brick, alright.
It was.
It's heavy though, huh?
Yeah.
Super heavy.
Yeah. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it is. Look at this one's. Like, even these steel things got these grooves, huh? And you got the survival of bricks around the steel, and then the further away you get, you got your pattern of traveling bricks. And I mean, even up here, look at up top, they're all up here too. So we're like, all right, let me show you over here. There's a river or a canal system right on the back side of that catwalk thing we're looking at. And then a really steep hill that goes up to these houses up on the hill. So we're kind of like down in the valley of this place. And I think that there's probably some beams or something running out of these holes right here. Even up top too. You can see up top the damage up there.
Yep. This is weird.
It is so weird, huh?
And then you got one thumb line right here. This one.
Yeah, I know. Those are weird too.
It's like a pipe used to be there.
Yeah,
or
or some piece of metal. Yeah, that's what I would think too. Like a pipe or some piece of
So
metal.
this wall got broken in half, or whatever it was.
Something happened to this wall for sure. And it wasn't built like this. Like, this isn't the way they built it when they first built this place. Some of these are pretty comical to look at. And this one's got all this white mortar all over it. Yeah, that brick you just showed me, that half of one, if you can see the inside of these bricks, you see all them white specks, like that was in that one that you showed me. That half of one.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was one of these bricks.
This one right here by itself.
Look at this little section
yeah.
right here. Yeah, I see that one too. Watch your toes. Watch your toes. Yep.
There's a whole bunch in there too.
Sure is. So I guess when they were coming to do the patchwork, they were just sticking them in the holes too. Then I guess. Look at this section right here. Wow, this is
There's more, babe.
it's a lot. This is a lot.
There's a hole in this one. There's all kinds of things out here.
I know this is.
There's other meltologists like
It's got like a
Curtis
drill hole or
47 who
something.
demonstrate
You see it?
nodes
Right here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the little knobby
dark
thing.
and
I know.
the transition that
A little bit of everything is here.
during the
Mhm.
meltification. That's why they blocked
That
up
one.
and look the way they look, folks.
Or it was.
Electricity followed the least resistant path. And
Definitely, I don't think it was
plasma event as well. Who
put
knows?
together like this.
But we
No,
know
look at those
we live
pipes.
on a crime
I
scene.
know, huh? Those are
Random.
conduit pipes. They look like they ran electric. Maybe water and electric.
Oh, Rose wants a drink.
Water and electric, maybe, on those. Yeah, look at them just sticking out right here. It's pretty funny, guys. It's funny that people, you know, fight against us so hard when it's right in front of our face. And it's right in front of our faces. These big cinder blocks. I'm gonna try to get through this little spot right here. Hold on. Okay, we just walked down this whole wall. Started off down in this corner right down here. And yep, still got I've seen the bricks stacked on these plates before. But these plates are the weird ones. Going. So that's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Now, that's down this wall. I'm gonna just look around this area, like just this immediate area around me. I'm not gonna go too far, because I can already see some crazy stuff. Look at this. I guess for a factory this big, you need all them outlets off there, huh? Look at this foundation right here. Yeah, so why would you ever build on top of rubble like that? I mean, that makes absolutely zero sense whatsoever. You would never, ever stack these big, massive granite blocks on top of rubble. Like, literal rubble. This brick right here. What do we got here? All I can make out is the number 1. I don't know. Maybe it's worth grabbing. You can still even see all the damaged bricks up here. Maybe that one's worth grabbing. I might grab that one. This way. Oh, it's heavy too. Alright, and I'm gonna walk down this wall. And as we can see, not quite as sloppy as this side, but the same type of, you got big giant granite blocks on top of rubble. That looks a little bit more secure than that other side, but still not the smartest of design fucking ideas, excuse my language. But right here, around this corner, I happened to see something as I was walking by. Just wanna check it out. Oh. I wonder what this is right here. That looks like a little patch of survival. Yeah, let's get right in it. Ah, big huge pipe in there. All messed up bricks. These ones down here. Yeah, big huge pipe. So kind of weird, you got that survival around that steel pipe and those steel beams down there. Look at this wall. This one right here is almost like a castle wall. Like, look at the angle on it. Yeah, that's pretty odd. Let's see what it looks like around the corner here. goes right up to the building. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this steel loop right here. Wow, that is big. That is big. Look at that. Huge. This place is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy right here. Got all your feather and wedge lines, your little divots, all the same stuff we see everywhere. All the same stuff we always see. Burnt bricks. You got your hourglass shaped patterns. All right. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty cool stuff. Coming out of the building. Yeah, there's this old ladder right here. Getting this little trap door right here. Huh. I just wanted to show you these buildings I was looking at. I was just looking at these ones over here. It's definitely a big old mill factory building. And let's take a look at it from behind a little bit. The old mill buildings in the background. This is something too I've taken notice to lately, is these trees just growing right out of the structure. This tree right here is living off of this. Alright guys, I'm in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. And I'm going to take a look around this area real quick. At the cathedral. All that tech up there. So I see a giant wall over here. Got an old bridge I don't even think they use anymore over here. Iron bridge. I'm gonna come over here and see what I can find. It was super cold this morning, but it's starting to warm up a little bit. So see what we can find over here.
Over there.
Okay, so starting off, you can see the granite wall running down the slope of the road we just came down. I'm seeing some red over in the corner right here. And you can definitely see the traveling pattern of the little floaters in there. All the little travelers. pinch points. Right behind that cathedral too. It's crazy. I've never even been back here. Got some old damaged bricks up in here. As we're coming down this wall, you can see the leftover remnants of whatever used to be here. And I'll tell you that it looks like they tore something down. They definitely didn't come in and patch something up. This little patch of survival right here. All along the top. All along the top.
What they did do was remove.
But even below these survivals, you can see that pinch point.
Railroad tracks and all. I removed.
As Curtis would say, there's your pinch point and your little center point. You got the two wings coming off the sides. One's a negative, one's a positive.
Same red brick buildings.
We got little bits of survival everywhere in here.
It's a melted building, just like what he's showing.
Yeah, Fitchburg, Massachusetts seems like the city that keeps on giving when it comes to this. All along the top.
Start checking out these other channels.
I like how you can see the cathedrals in the background.
And why things occurred that way. Lean on the fact of electricity found the least resistant path, and a lot of the there are a lot of metals absorbing heat, creating different patterns there of pockets of survival is what we call them.
The little bits of survival on this wall too.
Those were all bricks. Those big blocks you're seeing were all bricks, folks. We have the evidence. We show it every day. We've been doing
all along the top.
I've been doing this since 2019. I'm going to tell you.
Alright, it's sad to get my dog back in the car. Didn't want to pause getting frostbitten out here or anything. And look at the damage in this place. I can't believe I've never seen this place. So this is a pretty big spot. I started off right in that corner. See, we're parked right there. We got the city hills all around us. And I'm just gonna keep following this wall. And love you, babe. Crazy if you think anybody actually came here to put these bricks in here. It definitely didn't happen, guys. So that excuse is no longer valid. Sorry to tell anybody that's trying to say that they patched this up, because still to this day I'm hearing that same thing. And yeah, sometimes I go to places and I see survival, and you know what? Sometimes the bricks do look new, but that doesn't mean they are new just because they look new. And sometimes the mortar survival, it looks fresh, but that does not mean that it is fresh and new. So, and I can tell you right now from just the research I've done myself, nobody came around to these places and patched it up with bricks and came to these old castle stone walls and threw in any type of patches or had their little bucket of bricks or their satchel of bricks, little bucket of mortar. Look at that place. It's amazing.
8,000 videos this guy's made. He is professional meltologist. He knows what he's talking about, folks.
Even got more survival over here.
I've been doing this since 2019. He's showing you and telling you the truth.
All the way around.
finding near to
all the way
yourself.
around.
Look up the history of bricks and see all the stampers these meltologists have that
And I'm gonna make my way over to that big
confounds
wall
their
over there.
timelines. Any timeline you could throw at
I was
us.
just walking along that wall over there. And even up in here, you can still see even more survival up in here. I might go up there real quick before I take off, but what I really want to check out is this wall. Yeah, this one right here. It's huge. It actually goes right along over to this bridge that crosses over the Nashua River. The old bridge that I can see from here, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. It's an old iron arch bridge. And the road's cut off now. They don't use the road anymore, so it's actually abandoned. But look at this place. Look at this wall. I'd say about 15 feet, maybe.
Okay, Bruce, thanks for letting me know that.
Little patch, right sitting right there. Sorry, keep doing that. Something I'm gonna have to learn on this with the zoom. That thing's doing in there. It's pretty damaged. I don't know how those got there. It's even a funnier one up here. Yeah. Old pipe coming out of there. See the little chips of brick in there. Hey guys, I'm gonna start heading back. Thought it'd be a pretty cool spot. When I was driving by, I was looking down here. I was like, hey, I'd never been in there before.
Freaking awesome.
And it's not the first time I found some compelling meltology evidence right behind one of these old cathedrals, churches. So you can see a couple more little floaters up in there. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna get out of here.
Get out of here. Forget about it. Tell us some more.
Embedded into the landscape. This wall is destroyed. And of course, bricks.
Bricks.
See one more over here. Yeah.
Bricks.
So I might take a quick walk see if I can show you over this riverside right here. Hold on. It's right on the edge of the river. You can see that bridge right there. Yep. And I don't know how good you guys can see the wall across. It's all built out across there. It's all built out down this side. And I was just looking at that wall and this wall. Okay, this is the wall I started on, and I'm just gonna give it one last scan on the way to the vehicle.
Thank you.
But guys, this stuff is everywhere. And when you think you've seen it all, just keep finding more and more.
Right. Yes, sir. We appreciate
So,
your time,
hope
sir.
everybody had a good holiday.
Thank you. Great.
And melt that like button, guys.
I do, brother. Thumbs up for me.
Okay, have a good one.
You too. Now that was awesome. Now I tell you, folks, Shawnee B's on his job. He's a monster in meltology. And what you've just seen isn't meant to be comfortable. It's meant to be considered. If even a portion of this evidence resonated with you, then something inside you already knows that the official story of her past doesn't fully add up. Meltology isn't about ego, clicks, or shock value. It's about observation, pattern recognition, and the courage to question what we were told was settled. Red brick doesn't simply vanish, it transforms. Blocks, stones, pebbles, and ash tell a story, one written in heat, pressure, and silence. And silence is exactly what this subject has been met with for far too long. I encourage you to revisit Shawnee B's work, share it with others, and support independent researchers who are willing to document what institutions refuse to investigate. Progress has never come from blind agreement. It comes from those willing to look again. Meltologists are not rewriting history for the sake of rebellion. They are recovering it. Whether you agree or not, the evidence deserves honest examination. Ask better questions, look closer at the world around you, and understand that truth doesn't need permission to surface. I stand with all meltologists working to bring this knowledge forward. This is a great revealing, and it's only just the beginning. Thank you. Thank you, Bruce, for stopping by. I had someone to kick it with while we watched Shawnee B. That was very awesome evidence, and I appreciate it. And hey, even Cindy stopped by. Cindy, thanks for stopping by. Always good to see you, lady. Uh, Cindy is that's Bruce in the chat there, Cindy, and Cindy's from South Africa. Great lady. Um, and that's Bruce. He's from Syracuse, New York, and he is a meltologist as well. There, Cindy. So thanks for stopping by. And I've been streaming now for I don't know how long I've been streaming. Hour and 5 minutes to say what I said. So let's see what we got going here. There we are spinning. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Cindy. So it's starting to snow a little bit here. We're supposed to get another 4 to 5 inches, and it's very cold. It's 0 plus whatever the minus temperature is with the wind chill. So check out some of them channels. It's super interesting, and it's all over where you live, Cindy. It's everywhere. It doesn't matter. Go look around. Those old world buildings you'll find all over South Africa. You'll find it everywhere you go. Red bricks, red bricks, red bricks. So, what else are we gonna do here? How you been, Cindy? I'll tell you one thing too. Cindy is diligent YouTuber, and she has a good heart, and that's probably the most prevalent person I ever seen on YouTube. I see Cindy everywhere, and she's always hospitable, kind, individual. So, but don't mess with her, 'cause she'll slam you. No, Cindy, she's a great person. Oh yeah, you at the hospital taking a smoke break. Okay, Cindy. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. I've been sick now for a while, and I'm like on a downstroke of it, and I haven't smoked a doobie in probably 9 days. And I just smoked one watching Shawnee B uh, about this last video here. Absolute proof, and it is absolute proof. Proof. Um, Shawnee B, I, Bruce, and many meltologists have been talking about this in 2019. Um, like Spartan Red, Dean the Machine, Curtis 47, uh, uh, Mr. Meltology, Mr. Beast Fan. I ain't seen Mr. Beast Fan lately. Well, a couple days ago I did see Mr. Beast Fan. Well, so enjoy your smoke and what is it, back to work? So you're working at the hospital? I probably should have went to the hospital, but I'm boycotting hospitals. You know, if I break a leg or something, I want some help. But as far as that, I think good old chicken noodle soup and rest, and I'm recovering. So it's all well. So I'm getting older too here. I'm going to be 61 here in a minute. So moving up there in the timeline of my outdate. And we all got to outdate, don't we, folks? Yep, we sure do. So until then, you got to love your neighbor like you love yourself. You know? Yeah, and to Bruce, in the mornings, I go to this chat with this cat named Joshua, real cool uh, dude, and Cindy's there, and I always have a laugh. It always brings, if I'm feeling alone, and I've been going there for a while now, and you know what? It all comes to this: good vibrations find good vibrations. You know what I mean? And I appreciate meeting Cindy. I appreciate meeting Shawnee B, Bruce. I've been in uh, streams together with both them guys, and I've never been like in a stream where you interface with video with Cindy. But I would like to have a video stream one day and invite Cindy and say hello, cause yeah, it's just Joshua 419. Yeah, so if you're up in the morning sometimes, he's up early, man. He gets up early. He sits outside in Colorado, be cold as shit, having a live stream because he don't want to smoke in his house. Man, I'm telling you what, man, that guy's part goat. He walks around there and we have a good time. He does a little fishing, a little bit this and that, and went over a little historic stuff. And you know what? the good thing about it, Bruce, is I always see melted chunks of building infrastructure wherever he goes, and they put plaques up and put a guy's head up there and say it's Uncle Charlie, right, Cindy? Cindy knows who Uncle Charlie is. So anyway, it's all good. You know what I mean? We are in the big revealing. This is no other time in history has anybody ever talked about what we're talking about today, and that's meltology, brickology. So while the Chinese are stuck on the dark side of the moon, right? We're getting ready to go there, right? Again, because in the past they said we lost the recipe. So we're back to the future. Biff Tanner, the Simpsons, and secret societies are in charge. There's that electric word charge. And we, meltologists of the world, we charge them with a crime, hiding this from us. The truth. Meltology. Thanks for stopping by. And it is. What time is it right now? Let's see here. It is 1:18 in the morning here and cold. So I know Bruce is cold over there, and yeah, maybe I'll be up in time to see you in the morning there, Cindy. You have a great day at work. Enjoy your break. Know that I commented on one of Joshua's um, shout outs to you, and it made my day too. See there? See how that works? And even made my girl laugh because I showed her. She said that's funny. So, and my comment, me and my comments. So, God bless you, lady. Peace, Bruce. Thanks, brother. Be cool there in Syracuse, New York, and I'll check out your videos. We're gonna have to get together and do some meet with a couple melt heads and talk. And I'd love to have you in the group. You're always a good talker, brother. So until next time, I love you all, you melt heads, and I know this is gonna be shadow banned. Not a lot of people will see it, and they keep us in the back corner. But if we unite more, we could get the word spread more. So there it is. I'm out of here, folks. Peace. We'll just play around here for a minute and see what we got going. Oh, my bad. Meltology. Okay. Bada boom. Oh, what happened there? Get on the Red Brick Road.